Guys, I just wanted to talk to you about how Q2 went. I know I haven't done a video in a while, but it's been kind of busy, so this finally have a chance. Yesterday was the first day of spring, and it was snowing like crazy, and it was also the last day of my last final for Q2, and I am just so happy. I passed, and I got the grades that I wanted. So that's yay. As far as Q2 wasn't. I don't think Q2 was any harder than Q1. I kind of feel like people overhyped it by saying, "Oh, it's gonna be so hard. If you make it through Q2, then you can make it through all of it." Honestly, don't think it's any harder than Q1. I think the only thing that makes it hard is the fact that your classes are worth more, and like in terms of like the weighted percentages for each test. So if you don't really have that much room to screw up, but in terms of like the difficulty of the information, it wasn't any harder than Q1 was. Yeah, my grades weren't as great as they were in Q1, but it's for me honestly, though I don't think it was because it was hard. It was because I didn't put the effort that I had put in in Q1. Because when you first come in Q1, you're like anxious, you're excited, you have all this energy to go, so you put so much more effort into it. But then when you kind of get to Q2, all that energy's kind of gone away, so you're just like, oh, I just want to make it through now. And that's exactly what happened. I had a lot of time on my hands with Q2, which I feel like kind of worked against me because I got lazy. I slept a lot more. I mean, I was still playing rugby, so I honestly liked Q2, even though my grades weren't as high as they were in Q1. It's not something that I couldn't fix. You know, it was like I kind of slacked off in the beginning because I was just me personally. I was being lazy. So if you're not lazy, you can definitely get A's in Q2. A few of the girls that I study with, one of them actually got straight A's in Q2, and I was so proud of her. So it's like it doesn't really matter which quarter. Some people do better in Q1, and some people do worse in Q2, and some people do good in both. Like for me, Q1 was my best, and I mean I still got good grades. Mostly, I didn't get anything below a B in Q2. So, I mean, that's good in my eyes for like the little effort that I put in. And then there's like some people that I know that last quarter they barely got A's, and then this quarter they're getting like straight A's. So honestly, I think it's like the teachers or like your class and what you're really interested in that will help you. And also, if something worked for you in Q1, you can continue in Q2. I didn't do that. I tried to change like how I studied in Q2. It kind of backfired because I should have just stuck with what worked for me in Q1. So what I can tell you is if something worked for you in Q1, stay with it onto Q2 unless you can prove 100% that it was not working. Don't be like me. And don't be lazy like me. I did try to do the minimum, put the minimum in. And I mean, I still passed. But if you want the A's, you really got to put the work into it. Like Q1, I wanted the A's. Q2, I still wanted the A's, but I wasn't willing to work as hard as I did for Q1 for it. I feel like because I felt Q1 was so easy, I got too comfortable in Q2. So I end up with B's. But that's still good for me. I still made it. There were some people that were still struggling, but it really isn't that bad as people make it. I think they like overhype the hardness of it. When you're in it, it doesn't seem like it's easy, but I think it's not. It really is not as bad as people making it. Like, don't freak out, don't get nervous. You will make it through. If you put the hard work into it, you will make it through. Let me tell you something. For Q2, for my midterms and finals, no, for my finals and the rest of the quarter, I did not look at any PowerPoints. I don't have any textbooks. And the only thing I had to go off to study with was PowerPoints. But then I realized I was wasting too much time learning PowerPoints, and it didn't really help me on my first few tests. So now I'm like, you know what, F it. I'm just going to do questions, and I'm not going to waste any more time on PowerPoints. And that's exactly what I did for the rest of Q2. I literally just did questions, and that helped me like so much. I just did I think I did like 200 questions a day, and that was all I did. I didn't bother reading any PowerPoints. I didn't like listen to any of my recordings that I made in class. I literally just did questions from the day I found out my grades for midterms up to finals week, and I was able to get B's just doing questions. So imagine if you do PowerPoints and questions, you're going to ace this shit. You're going to pass. Don't let anybody bring you down. All you new acers are coming in. You got this. You're going to do it. It is not that hard. if you're putting the work into it, you're going to make it through. I made it through, and I made it through this quarter, putting in the most minimum effort that there was. And I'm a hard worker, and I barely, like, did that much work this quarter. I slept so much more this quarter than I did last quarter. And I think if you just do the work, you're going to be fine. Like, just don't listen to people. Don't listen to the negativity. It is good. It's a good program. I enjoy nursing. I love it. I've never been this happy in my life doing another like program. Like, I was miserable as a bio major. I am so happy doing this nursing thing. Like, I really honestly feel like this is the thing for me, and I am happy I did it, and we'll do it all over again. So don't freak out. Relax. Enjoy your break. I'm going to do another video later on like how I really studied for Q1 and Q2. But right now, I'm just happy I made it through Q2. I'm going to Q3 next week. Yay, wish me luck. And I wish you guys, anybody who's coming into the fall and also in spring for Q1, you're going to do great. And just enjoy the time that you have with your family and your friends. And just be awesome in the program. Make lots of friends, make a lot of memories. It is not that bad as people make it seem like. I think we nursing students love to, be the victim. It really isn't that bad. I don't think so. And I'm not a genius, trust me. I am like one of the lazy students that I want to do the little, I don't want to put as much, I want to do the minimum effort. And if I can do it, you can do it. But I do study hard when I have to. When I need to get down, I'll get down. So thank you guys. And I'll do another video on how you study. Okay? Bye.